So, what is going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai SH Figuarts Goku Super Saiyan Full Power. Now, this here is a basic release similar to the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku I reviewed not that long ago. And as far as it goes for him, so he is your basic $34, $35 American figure. He's basic, and I'm pretty sure he just got a re-release pre-order put up along with Vegeta, if I'm not mistaken, and Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. So there's a lot of variations. Makes me a little sad because I overpaid for that Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku, but this guy I did not overpay for, really. It was like $10 more, and that's just shipping, really. So as far as it goes with that, that's the box. Turning it around, you have pictures and bluefin. This was not my copy initially. This was one I bought off of eBay. But let's get him out of the box and see what's in the tray. So, as far as it goes within the tray, you get 4 sets of hands other than his fists and 3 different faceplates. Yes, this one's upside down. That's just how the tray works. It's one of those ones where it has like multiple points where it clips in, so it just ends up popping everything out when you put it on or remove it at the same time. It's not good. I hate that kind. Trunks has the exact same type of one. It makes all the hands go everywhere. But that's the tray, so let's just get the figure out of the box. So, as far as it goes for Goku himself, he is a little bit different from Saiyan Raised on Earth, but not really at the same time. There's a couple differences. I want to get mine down, but he's kind of all posed, so it's kind of a little iffy. I'm going to see if I can get him here. Just one moment. Let me reach up here and get him. He's a little posed up, but there is Saiyan Raised on Earth. And as far as it goes, yeah, it's all pretty much reuse, except for this little waist part there. But it is basically all the same, minus the head sculpt and the belt. Of all things, the belt. But this figure mold is a little bit more of a controversial one, so much that there is a demonical fit, which is a third party, which made what people consider the best Goku SH Figuarts version type of thing. He comes with like everything, and this guy's main draw is pretty much just the head sculpt at this point. It is the same figure. The color's a little different. The Saiyan Raised on Earth one is a lot more of a darker kind of like red-orange color. This is more of a pure orange with a nice bit of shading down here on the legs. One thing that is kind of noticeable in the light, it's not showing up on camera, but I can notice it in person, is the molded blue, which that would be the belt and the wristbands, are very much different from the painted blue, that being the shirt areas right there, which is a bit of a shame. The boots were a little different between the two as well. They have red striping going down them for this one, whereas on the Saiyan Raised on Earth, they have yellow. But primarily, it is just the same body mold, so if you just wanted the head sculpt, and you were going to use it as, say, maybe a Mystic Gohan, that's something you could do. It's just a generic orange and blue body. There's nothing really to it. The main draw of this figure is the head, which looks pretty good. I mean, the yellow, it looks a little odd on camera. It looks like just like a pure, like, yellow, but it's a little bit more pale than that's showing up on camera as, and there is a bit of fading up here, which is very nice. Like I said, it is a used copy. One thing I did notice is this one looks to have a apparent blue splotch on the arm. It's very minor, but it's not really anything major either. But as far as it goes, that's really just the Goku himself. It's as generic as it gets. There's nothing really different between him and Saiyan Raised on Earth other than the head sculpt. So starting off with the hands, we don't have fists for once. We have open grip hands, which of course can be used for Kamehameha poses. As you see, my other Goku had that one kind of going on with an effect part from a Transformer, because I was going to initially buy the kind of upcoming pack that includes the Super Saiyan head and then like the really cool hand Kamehameha effect, but apparently it sucks, so I'm not going to do that, and it was also the same price as a figure, so why not just buy the figure, you know? Anyway, that is the first set of hands. Let's get on to the next set. Now, the next set is kind of a useless dual set, if we're being honest. It's an instant transmission hand, but, you know, he has 2 now. The Saiyan Raised on Earth only comes with the right one, so now you get a left one and an extra right if you have that figure, which I feel like most likely you would at this point, maybe. Maybe this is your first one, I don't know. But that is what you get here, is you get 2, which is cool. I don't mind having 2. Nothing really wrong with it. My complaint about Saiyan Raised on Earth has been remedied. With this one, we get Ki Blast hands. Saiyan Raised on Earth does not come with Ki Blast hands. In fact, that figure only comes with 3 sets of hands, which is kind of insane. That one comes with a waving hand, and then the instant transmission hand is individual right hands, but then it only comes with stance, fist, and grip. It doesn't come with Ki Blast hands, and it's the only figure I have that doesn't come with Ki Blast hands. But with this one, we get them, luckily. So finally, I can have Goku Ki Blast hands, and it would work, I'm positive. If it doesn't, then oh well, I can swap the heads. Next up are Goku's stance hands, so you can do his iconic stance, which it doesn't show on the box for this one, but on Saiyan Raised on Earth it does. Plus, you already kind of know what it is. The one back arm goes up, this one kind of goes forward like that, so you get that pose. That's the stance pose for Goku, and it looks quite good. Like I said, Saiyan Raised on Earth comes with these as well, so they're not really that unique. They come with, I'm pretty sure, almost every Goku. And last up this time is the fists, the most basic of all hands. And that concludes the hand segment, so now let's get into the face segment, starting with his basic face, which is the more neutral, kind of, you know, ready for battle, stoic face. It's a little more serious looking. Next up, we have the teeth gritted face, which to me kind of looks a little funny. I don't know what it is. The faces look a little funny with this one. I don't mind this face. It's just this face here seems a little more funny looking for some reason. And next up is a pretty vital face, in my opinion, that being the yelling face. What would you do without that yelling face, especially with a Super Saiyan Goku? You need that to recreate him going Super Saiyan. Just going to bring that in. Just to do it. There it is. Just see it's a little off. Damn iPhone camera. Why's it got to be a little off? There we go. But you can do this, and that looks really good. And this is actually how I have him posed on my shelf. And next up is the face that might confuse some people. So this figure is based off of the Cell Saga Goku. So with that, at the one point after him and Goku go into the chamber of Spirit and Time or whatever, is that what it is? Is that what it's called? And I think that's a Japanese one, the Room of Spirit and Time. I don't know if that's that or another room, but they go into the, I'm forgetting the name of it right now. The Time Chamber. There it is. They go into there, and, well, they manage to actually be able to keep their Super Saiyan ability under wraps without losing their personalities. Which is the thing with Super Saiyan, because as we see with Goku, if you do watch the series throughout, you can see as he goes through the Super Saiyans, he gets a lot more hot-headed, and then at 3, he's just a lot more kind of hot-headed than he would be at base form. But he learns to control his ability here and pretty much stays Super Saiyan throughout a whole filler arc, and then he's just this. So you have this nice happy face, which is what that is for. Now, if only we could get, my dream thing is, and I know it's filler, but I love that outfit for Goku that he has on in that. I like that Goku a lot. I feel like Goku in regular clothes is just a weird thing. But come on, figuarts, please, I want that one. I would buy that. I would. But that is this kind of happy face, which, I mean, not the worst face. It represents a specific thing, pretty much. That's what it's there for. And that is all of his accessories. So let's just get into his articulation, which is pretty solid. Typical ball joint in the head, forward and back, outward, which has this kind of joint on the shoulder, which kind of blocks it a little bit. Butterfly joint, which is there. Double jointed elbow. Rotation at the wrist with the hinge. A nice little bit of movement there at the ab crunch. A swivel, though a little restrictive. Forward and back, outward. Double knee. A little tight on this one. A rotation, and of course all of the tilt that you would want in the foot. So basic figure art articulation, nothing special. He is a little more restrictive in certain areas, especially in the shoulders. That's just kind of the Goku mold, though, unfortunately. But as far as it goes, that is basically it for the articulation. So let's get to my final thoughts. And as far as it goes for my final thoughts on Super Saiyan Goku, I think he's really solid. But as far as it would go, what would I recommend? Him or Saiyan Raised on Earth? And the answer would actually probably be this one. And I know someone's like, why? Because I feel like you get more with this version of the figure. You know, I like the basic one, don't get me wrong, and I do like that one. I think I like the colors on Saiyan Raised on Earth more. But, and the but comes in, This one just comes with a little bit more, and I feel like it's a little better for that reason. But it's mostly just down to your preference. If you can get both, I'd say get both, honestly. It's just worth it. Now, I know there is third-party companies that sell just the heads, which, yeah, I would say do that if you want to not buy the figure. But, again, this is a figure that you can kind of get away with having different versions of. Mostly just because, like I said, this is the Mystic Gohan type of body as well. So you could remove the head and probably use one of the Gohan heads, so you can get a Mystic Gohan custom pretty easy out of that. I might do that, honestly. But I do like this figure a lot. And also that one piece I showed earlier, that's the kind of background, that does not come with him. That comes with the Dragon Stars figures. So if you are looking to get something like that, I would recommend buying a power-up pack. They're not as expensive as I thought. They're like 35 bucks Canadian, so they're not that expensive. You do get a figure and, of course, a bunch of other accessories, too. But I would say if you want that. But as far as it goes for him, he's about the same as Goku. He has his issues. He's not perfect. I'm going to give him a 4 out of 5. I don't know what I gave Goku. I actually don't even know if I gave him a rating. He'd be pretty similar to that, though. I do think this makes the ab crunch a little more restrictive than the original. The other one has a much thinner belt. So there is that. So that is something that is blocked. And one thing I also kind of forgot to note throughout the course of the review, which is the kind of lack of logos, which is accurate to this point in time for Goku. But that is all for this review. This has been Elite signing out.